All right, so today is Sunday, April 14th, I believe it is. Yep, April 14th. So, going to take a look at the Euro USD. As I always do every week, do a weekly analysis on the Euro USD on what positions or trading opportunities that we can engage in here on the internal trader channel. So, if you like the information, the info, and you like the information that I share, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the later videos that I do on the Euro USD and trading opportunities. So, with that said, I'm going to get started here on what we're looking for. And last week, well, Friday, had a really significant move to the downside. Now, I know the candles look a little off, a little different because I'm using Heiken and sheet candles. I prefer to use these candles um, just for the sake because it has just a cleaner look and it's easier for me to identify chart patterns and also my trend line analysis that you can see that I talk about in my previous earlier videos that I did. You can go and check that out. But Friday we had to really strong down move. Surprisingly, I thought we were going to continue to the downside, but I thought it was going to be maybe about point 0.40, point 0.50, but it went as almost 1% to the downside, and it finished up 0.82% to the downside, which is still a pretty strong move. I mean, you can tell from the candle, we all the way ended up down here. So, yeah, that was pretty strong. And I was expecting to move a break to the downside. Again, I wasn't sure how strong the move was going to be, but still turned out to be really strong. And if I take this trend line up here, I was talking about this looking like a descending triangle. Finally, we broke out, right? Because this area has been so strong. You have support all the way back here. Market came right back to this area, the same area. As a matter of fact, to point that out, I can use this over here, this area in between those median levels. Okay. All right. So yeah, we had the strong support here. Then we had a strong bounce again here. And then finally, I was looking for a break here, but of course, one more push to the upside. And then finally, a break. I was like, God, fine. Finally, we finally get that break because I've been holding short positions. Actually, you can see on the top right, these are all the positions I'm holding right now, and I'm looking to close out for about 1,600 pips. And just to clarify on that, that's across 7 positions. So every position's at a different price. So on average, if we take an average of that, that'll be about 234 pips, right? So I'm looking to exit out right here down in this S1 area of support. And I don't just want to get out here because of this area of support, but we also have, if you take this high up here and this low, and we use a Fibonacci extension that's all the way down here at 127 extension, that's going to be a significant area for people who trade Fibonacci. They're going to want to exit those positions, and this is going to be a significant area of support because if we zoom out, if I take the same tool, you can see all the way back here. If I take this zone, you can see significant area of support here. Let me see if I have this other tool. Let's see if this works. No, it's not that great. All right, I'll just get rid of this. But anyway, you can see support here. Um, yeah, support here, support again here, support again here, and then I feel like we're coming down to the same area of support. Now, I like to hold on to positions because I really like swing trading. I like those, 500 pip moves, 6, 7, 8, 1,000 pip moves to try to compound positions and capitalize on the move as much as I can. In this case, I'm looking for that to unfold, but for before we, I'm looking to do something like that. I just want to be able to, zoom out and take a broad look at the market, see what are we looking at here, right? We zoom all the way out. We're just looking at one big consolidation on the USD, that's been going on for I think definitely over a year, right? This whole area here. Now, you're a swing trader. This is not ideal because we want to cap big moves like this. See this move here, you see this move here, and even this is a little choppy. but it was still a nice smooth move to the downside until we finally found support and broke out. But the only comparable one is all the way back here, 2015, that went all the way into 2017 before we finally got a big move out to the upside. So that's what I think we're facing here: consolidation and waiting for a breakout. So why do I feel like we're going to be onto the upside? Well, we'll go into the daily chart in just a second. Let me just remove this. Okay, we finally got this breakout. Now, we know this is a strong area or potential strong area of support that the market may look at as a significant area. But if you go to the weekly and draw this out, there's a there's a larger uh, triangle here. Okay, we've got same area of support. Get rid of this here. Same area of support, but we also have another potential descending triangle. See? So, are we going to break to the downside? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I prefer to start looking for potential buying opportunities down here because of what I see on the 3 month chart. Now, let me just get so confused with my tool sometimes. But okay, here we go. See how this up, down, down, and I feel like it might get condensed here and then finally make a move and break out to the upside. Now, why would I look for opportunities here to go long? Well, if I get rid of this, all right, we look at 3 month chart. You can see this large um, falling wedge here. Sometimes I use really fine different trend lines so that I can identify different types of trend lines that I'm using, but you'll see right here, okay? So you could probably see that. You see how condensed it's getting in there? Definitely a breakout's coming. Now, is it going to be to the upside 1,000%? No, right? Because we always that's the whole point of managing risk, right? You never know exactly what the market's going to do, and even if it does what you anticipate for it to do, it may not do it in the exact way that you think that it's going to happen, right? So you always have to keep that in mind. But from a purely technical perspective, in terms of chart patterns, you can see for sure that this is getting condensed. Now, this is a 3 month chart, so we already passed March, so we're in Q2 right now. We're in the second quarter. How this candle is gonna, respond, we will know. We have the next 3 months to find out. But that is my reasoning for wanting to look for a long opportunity down here. And if we go down lower, fine. I'll write it down a little bit on the daily chart and look maybe potentially finding support, some type of support to go long, and then ride it up for a long term move. Keep compounding long positions to 1.21, 1.22, all the way up here, right? But that's a little too far ahead, so we just have to take it, daily by daily, weekly by weekly, and see what the market's really trying to do. Oh, actually, let me just get rid of this. If I go back to the weekly, okay, there we go. Now, also, what I would like to see if we get down into the zone, which it looks like we will, right? We're not too far off of 1.06, so pretty close. Um, Looking down at the MACD, I would like to see a hidden divergence, which this is a low, and the market's going to find either an equal low or maybe a slightly higher low, very slightly, but this MACD making a lower low than this previous low. That would be ideal for us to look at and say, okay, this not only is there support here, not only is there a Fibonacci ratio there, there's also hidden divergence, which gives it confidence so that we might have a significant bounce, right? So again, we need to keep an eye on this whole consolidation coming to an end soon, because we had this huge move, markets consolidating a little bit, and then potentially get on the right side of the market on the trade to see if we can go long here and capture that move to the upside, maybe about 500 pips plus. So if the market decides to go lower than this and to break this support, that's fine. We'll just, that's why you manage your risk, right? We'll look for the next levels, which are down here by what, 1.033, and then the next deep level is all the way at 1.000095, which is, wow, it's pretty deep. But again, first, before even looking at that, we need to look at what the market's going to do in this level right here, this area of support, in this area of support over here, and then it looks like we're going to revisit that. It looks a little bit more pronounced on the daily chart, right? You can see it all the way back here. But as far as what the current price action, you can see that we finally broke out of the descending triangle. So this, this breakout is complete. We can remove this. And then we can, this coming week, we have to see how the market's going to respond on at the open, right? It's going to be a slightly gap up, a gap down. Can't really tell with the hike in the sheet candles, but even if I switch over to the regular candles, you can see how significant this move was, right? We had this powerful move on Wednesday, a little bit of a break on Thursday, and then a continuation of a down move, a strong down move on Friday to close out the week. And so we're going to get, gap up, gap down, whatever it is, looking to exit down here and then start evaluating to see what the market's going to do in the coming week, the coming 2 weeks, and then see if we can find some opportunities for to go long and get on the right side of that trade. All right, so that's going to be it for this week's analysis. We'll just keep an eye on what the market's going to do for the rest of the week. And again, if you like this content, you like to follow the swing trading opportunities on the EUR USD, like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video.